Hey guys, it's Megan the Fangirl, and while at Gen Con doing press, I got to interview the cutest company that had the cutest games. You've probably seen their Binding of Isaac game, but they have some really cool ones coming. Let's go talk about it.
Sure, I am Dustin with Maestro Media. I am the Director of Customer Experience and Game Development. Great, so this is Smurfs Hidden Village, coming to Kickstarter October 10th, 2023. It is a cooperative worker placement game. Gargamel has come and he has destroyed the Smurfs village, which was terrible, and you are now working to rebuild it. Find your fellow Smurfs who have run out, but also, because it is the 65th anniversary of the Smurfs next year, building cake and eating cake. So every single turn you will have your hand of Smurfs, which are right here. Here's an example right here. You will choose one of those Smurfs and then take your Smurf meeple and lay it on the board, doing a couple of different things. So you either help rebuild the village, which are the little 3D stands that you were seeing there. Obviously, this is just a prototype. So you can help rebuild the village. You can, over in the corner, right here, you can go out and collect resources to help rebuild the village or help build cakes. You can daydream new inventions, which helps the entire team. Let's see, what else? You can help over here and help build the cakes. Or you can go off to find your fellow lost Smurfs, which again are these cards here, which just helps your hand of Smurfs. And then each Smurf has a specific thing that they help you do. But the game itself is cooperative. After every single round, every player is gone, you're going to draw a Gargamel card, and he's going to do something awful to you. And the game either ends when you've successfully rebuilt the village and the cakes, or when you get to the actual Gargamel card, and that means that he has come back and he has redestroyed the village, and you've lost the game. Very sad. Coming to Kickstarter, again, like I said, October 10th. 2023, and just really excited. The Smurfs team behind the game is the Kadama team. They are a group of fantastic designers, and we are just really excited to have this game out. So Sally Face Strange Nightmares was launched on Kickstarter in February of 2023. We're looking for a retail release early 2024. The game itself is a cooperative episodic-based adventure. There are 4 different adventure stories included with the game. And the goal of the game is to solve mysteries, roll dice, match symbols, and try to make sure that corruption doesn't overtake the Addison apartments before the end of the game. A lot of other peripheral stuff from the game as well. So we've got a tarot deck, we've got figures, we've got t-shirts down there. That's a mask from the game. So that's a wolf mask there. Down at the very bottom, that is an actual teacup set. So Addison Tea is in the game. It is one of the things in the game. So that is an actual teacup set made of porcelain or ceramic. Really cool. And then a play mat for the game itself as well. That is a spirit board. It's a lot of really cool peripheral stuff. We like doing that. If you look here, the Binding of Isaac, which is our most popular IP, a lot of peripheral stuff from the game as well. So those are plushes. We've got figures, we've got play mats, we've got just about anything that you could want. The Binding of Isaac, there is the base game, 2 expansions, or if you are like me and don't like carrying individual boxes, we have the Ultimate Collection, which just includes everything in one box, making it easier to not lose something. Perfect, but let's talk Hello Kitty. Let's talk Hello Kitty. So Hello Kitty Day at the Park is a competitive game for 2 to 4 players. But please, Roberta, you are the designer of the game. And can talk about it so much better than I could, so I'm going to hand you this mic.
So, in Hello Kitty Day of the Park, you are playing Hello Kitty or one of her friends. You can, everyone has their favorite, and you're trying to have the best day at the park. Like, that's just it. And the way that we're doing that, it's a tile laying game, so you're going to have some of these park tiles in your hand, and on your turn you're going to choose one, and you're going to play it onto the park, and you're going to want to match that up so that your bushes and your grass match. And if you match that with the symbol or the color being the same, then you're going to get one of those items. So in case we get a bird for our collection, and the reason we want birds or other items is to complete our adventures. So if I was trying to have a water balloon fight, I would want to have a bird and some flowers and a music. That's a pretty epic water balloon fight. And so then my character can move around the park and pick up some other items, and depending where she goes and where she stops, she's going to pick some things up. And then if I'm able to complete my adventure, I go ahead and do that, and I'm going to score my points. The fun thing with the adventures is that you can choose the points, or you can choose a few less points with some end game scoring. And so you can kind of decide, oh, well, I've got a lot of like these flower ones. I'm going to try to do better by saving up for end games. So all of these ones have that. I think the start ones also. There you go. They all have some choices there of how you want to use them. And we play until the tiles are used up. And then we look at the scoreboard to see who had the best day.
Coming to Kickstarter September 5th, 2023, looking for a retail release, probably Q2 of 2024.
Oh, that's a good question. My mom always, we played cribbage and we played Scrabble, but my dad loved crokinole. And he's from Canada, and that's a very Canadian game, and there's so many good memories of him, so I think growing up that would have been my favorite.
So my favorite game growing up, my family was really big into Monopoly, and I didn't understand that there were other games out there, except for maybe Risk, and Sorry and some of those other ones. But growing up, we always played Monopoly until I was about 16, and my family stopped winning the game, and I was the only one who won, and then they didn't want to play with me anymore. And that's when we found other games and realized that there was a whole industry. So at 16, we found Ticket to Ride and Pandemic. And so for a long time, those were my favorite games. And now, there's just too many games. I love all of our games. Hello Kitty is my favorite, right, Roberta? Hello Kitty is my favorite game right now. But no, honestly, there's too many things, and I go more for the experience. I don't care what game I'm playing. I care about the people that I'm at the table with. And that's really, I could play the worst game in the world, but have the greatest night with the right people. And that's all that matters to me, is that experience. So that is my answer. Maestro Media is great. We are a fan-focused publisher. We want to make sure that our fans are taken care of post buying the game. And so we're really developing new ways to play our games. If you actually go on our website, maestromedia.com, and you go to the Four Souls section of the website, we have what we're calling Four Souls Challenges, which is something that was in the video game, but it's brand new ways of playing the game that you already own. And they're free, they're downloadable, and again, they're new, unique ways of playing the game with the cards that you already own. And so we are just looking for ways to keep our game on the table and keep our fans engaged. And so that's what we're really excited about and what really drives our business.
And that's it for this interview, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, my favorite interviews from Gen Con will be here on The Fangirl, but I have a ton more gaming content over on The Fanily. And to any of my members here on YouTube, a huge bottom of my heart thank you for all of your help and support. If you would like to become a paid channel member, there is a link in the description below. Thanks again, guys. Love you. Well, Fanily members, we're almost done, but I want to invite you to hang out with me in some other places. I'm on Twitter and Instagram as my own personal self, and I have a Facebook page too, but I mostly just post photos over there. And sometimes people say, "Hey McGann, I want to mail you something. How do I do that?" Easy. Just click the About tab on my channel page, and my most current P.O. Box info will be right there. I also run another channel, The Fanily. It's really a hodgepodge channel where we might post anything. Oh yeah, and I also sell shirts and stickers and stuff with the Fanily and the Fangirl logos. If that is your cup of tea, I have a link in every description of every video. Finally, if you want to help out the Fangirl channel and make sure I'm putting out video essays for years to come, the best way you can help is by subscribing and watching more of my videos, whether they're new, old, whatever. Maybe even share one or two on social media, help spread the word. People who watch to the end of videos, like you, helps to tell the site, hey, this is a good video, we should recommend it to other people. So if you made it this far, leave me a comment of something like, hey, I made it to the end. Love ya. See you next time, Fanily members. Bye.